I'm seeing this rumor that Xbox is launching its new console in 2026. I'm seeing different reactions to it as well. Some people are saying, well, you see, we told you Xbox was not leaving the console business. They were going to make consoles. Then those that, for the most part, argue that Xbox is dead or Xbox is not going to support consoles, some from the Xbox, some from the PlayStation side, are looking and going, oh, wow, look at this rumor. When I'm wondering and asking myself, how is this rumor in any way valid, or how is this rumor in any way more important than what Sarah Bond said a number of months ago, that Xbox was trying to make sure that in their next hardware iteration, it brought some of the best innovation in the gaming industry. They were always going to make new hardware. Like they said they were. So a rumor saying, oh, they're going to be bringing it out and the name is called, Xbox Prime or Optimus Prime or whatever the heck it is. How is that much more of a newsworthy topic than what was said a while back in the face of those so-called critics and so-called fanboys and even so-called Xbox fanboys that were doubting that Xbox was not going to have a console coming after the Xbox Series generation? It's a little perplexing to me to be able to see these kinds of responses, and I'm going to myself, is this supposed to be newsworthy? I think we've gotten to the point where, okay, sure, don't trust an exec when they say something. They may be lying, blah, 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 blah. But when they say something like, we're going to bring out a product that is going to make us money, for anybody to go there and sit there and start doubting it is just quite asinine to me, when there's actually proven track record that this particular item that they're going to bring is going to make them money. Xbox, right now, the console carries the majority of their users of Game Pass. It's because, and I think what is going on is because a lot of these people have dulled their ears to the data that was being presented to all of us a while ago. Because, we were saying this stuff, that Game Pass holds at least 30 million plus Xbox Game Pass users. That's the console holds Game Pass users to the biggest amount when all is said and done. And so for them to not support Xbox console is a detriment to their entire business model. So there's no sensible way, if Xbox wants to stay in the business, that they're going to go ahead and abandon consoles. Everything else that they've been doing so far is an extension of looking for customers outside of the already available console base. PlayStation is doing the exact same thing after having pretty much told everybody back in 2020 that just because one PC game is coming to, just because one AAA title is coming to PC doesn't necessarily mean that every game will now come to PC. This was what Herman Holst responded to PlayStation Blog in 2020, 4 years ago. So you see what's going on right now is people are now taking something that has been confirmed to be news, dismissing it, and then sensationalizing rumors, possibly because maybe rumors have some kind of an appeal in terms of the news cycle than even what has been confirmed. Isn't that crazy? Like, it's like everything is upside down. Down is up and up is down. That whenever you look and say, okay, is Xbox going to make another console? And then you say, well, what is Xbox saying? Have they said anything about another console? Then even all the way back then, you see leaked emails show that there is a commitment to next generation hardware. Okay, people are like, well, this is a leak. Well, we don't think that it's actually true or it's valid. And then there's a statement that comes out from Sarah Bond herself saying that they're going to be showing new innovation in hardware. And even then, there are still fanboys over here, spouting console war drivel, saying that Xbox is about to be out of business, listening to their prophets of doom, their false prophets of doom all over the place talking nonsense. And then now a so-called rumor giving the name of the Xbox is now this sensationalized newsworthy thing. It's just so weird. I think right now the whole thing is starting to settle in. Like, PlayStation and Xbox have successfully brought this whole console experience to try to match the PC side of things. But PC is just way too versatile. NVIDIA just simply released a GPU today, claiming and touting that GPU is going to have 4090 levels of performance for basically a quarter of the price, using AI, using upscaling and all kinds of different measures to be able to go ahead and accomplish that. If that is not scary to a console manufacturer who has to wait 8 years in a cycle where technology would have already sprinted blitz and left it in the dust, then I don't know what else is. So again, all this talk about, leaving hardware and Xbox is leaving the hardware business. They're going to be a third-party developer, blah, 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 blah. No. Why would they want to do that? Why would they want to shoot themselves in the foot when they see a very clear opportunity here? Because they're not selling the same amount of consoles as PlayStation. Where are they going to find all those users? They're not there. The console market is not expanding as people would think in that growth segment. Not many more people are buying these consoles. PlayStation is seeing its console sales as a result of those who had already bought the PlayStation 4. It's hard to find a lot of new users that are just coming into the platform from other places. It's not really within their own range. And so we're going to basically test out this PlayStation hypothesis to see how many of these PS5 consoles are going to sell by the end of the life of the console generation, depending on when they bring it. I think both of them are going to be bringing their consoles in, 2026. I strongly believe that they're going to be moving their, deadline up as fast as they possibly can, because PC, advancements are just way too fast for them to basically come out and say, oh, we want to sell you this new console. And then you're already looking at the 50 series. And by then the 50 series is selling a 5070 for much cheaper than $500. By the way, so basically the 5070 has rendered pretty much majority of the 4070 line pretty much obsolete and outdated, and they're still all as powerful as ever, more powerful than even the mid-gen refresh consoles, probably more powerful than the new consoles that are coming out. They have to quickly move. Xbox is looking for different people to manufacture hardware that is, within that range. Is probably what this is leaning towards. That, Dell and Acer and all these folk maybe are able to manufacture, hardware for them. So now they can pretty much, spread out the production, and it's not only centralized through them, but then they can get the branding on hardware. Very interesting stuff. But this is where we were seeing that the signs of these were there. We were seeing statements from their executives and their leaders. And by and large, we decided that we were going to go ahead and ignore a lot of that. Isn't that crazy? That ignoring it was much more sensational and much more convenient. And it was interesting for talking points to go ahead and ignore the reality so that they could come out here and sell super chats and basically allow for fan bases. A lot of people, why do people not even care for critical thinking anymore? Why not question everything? Why sit there and pretend like, these people who are telling you this stuff actually have the best interest of your, knowing the truth at hand, when the truth is right there in front of you? You see it, you hear it, you actually listen to the same videos that these people are bringing up, in conversations, and they're lying to you. Well, maybe people actually like to be lied to. I guess that's probably what I can, in a sense, deductively point out in this whole conversation. Maybe some people enjoy being deceived. I won't be surprised. But this is just so wild, ladies and gentlemen. I've never seen anything like it. Oh man. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Talk to me in the comment section. Peace out.